So what is going on? What is happening with the stock market? And also, did you happen to catch any of the debates? What'd you think? I agree. I need something non-toxic to cleanse my palate. Wait, this non-toxic glue might work better. Well, that felt better than watching the debates. Don't try that at home. That was a magic trick. Let's get sticky. Hi, my name is Andrei Jikh. Hope you're feeling well, hope you're doing good, and thanks for sticking with me like glue. So the presidential elections are about 1 month away, and of course that is making everybody anxious and nervous with what's about to happen, especially stock investors, as they're worried what's going to happen to their money. So in today's video, I wanted to try to make sense of everything that's going on today, show you exactly what you should watch out for, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing with my money. So sit back, relax, let's throw on some chill music, and let's talk stonks. So here's what my investment portfolio looks like with Robinhood, and as you can see in the last week, I'm up about 0.5% at the peak, and then I'm down a full percent or down $2,000, and then up, and then down, and then back up again, because the stock market, welcome to the place of free emotional roller coaster rides, and here's exactly why that's going on. The first issue we have, 2 words, election selection, and that's because the stock market has given up 3.7% in September, but it's up 9% the third quarter of the year, and overall we're up 5% this year. So people tend to think that if Mr. Donald Trump gets reelected, it would be better for the stock market because he's got looser regulation policy and he's better with taxes for the corporations. And people tend to think that Joe Biden might raise taxes, but because he's a Democrat, there's just going to be free money printing for everybody, so the stock market is pricing that in as well. But the truth is that, according to analytics, elections have a lot less to do with how the stock market performs than you might think. Since 1977, the economic growth rate average has been around 2.7% for Republicans and 2.9% for Democrats. So actually, it's about the same regardless of which party comes into office. Also, historically, the stock market has seen the most amount of fear and volatility 45 days before the actual election, starting 3 weeks into September, and then peaking 1 week before the election at the end of October. So those are things to keep in mind as we go forward and things get bumpier. Now, the second reason for the stock market's volatility is because recently the president announced that he tested positive for the word that all YouTubers are still terrified to say out loud for fear of demonetization, aka the Yorona. So this unexpected announcement throws more political uncertainty, and the stock market doesn't like not knowing the future. But now that he's out of the hospital as of Sunday, October 4th, just yesterday, positive news means the stock market should go up. But here's what's really interesting. This is research data straight out of US Bank with regards to what happens immediately the following year right after an election. This is data going as far back as 1933. Regardless of who becomes president, Republican or Democrat, bonds have actually done better than stocks following the year of an election, and that makes sense because both parties are scared. One of them thinks, well, what is this president going to do during his second term? Everything's going to go terribly wrong. And the other guys are thinking, well, what's the next president going to look like? I'm scared. So they both double down on safety, they buy more bonds, and that makes complete sense. But when it comes to the president, if a new political party takes office, then historically the stock market has grown by about 5%. And if the same political party remains in office, then it has grown historically by about 6.5%. So in this case, if Joe Biden becomes president, then on average we should expect around 5%. And if we allow Mr. President Donald Trump to remain in office, then that's about 6.5%. But here's what's even more interesting. Analysts are showing that following the year of a midterm re-election, which is what we're in right now, that historically speaking, re-electing the same president, the stock market has actually consistently outperformed the year before it. So you could make the case that re-electing Mr. Donald Trump would actually be better for the stock market at least the first year, because we'll do better in 2021 than we did in 2020, which so far we're up by 5%. The third reason for the volatility is because of the mysterious Nasdaq whale that keeps pushing up tech prices yet again. If you're not sure what a whale means in investing, it means that you have so much money that all by yourself, you can move the price of a stock. And these people usually exist in the crypto markets and OTC, which is over the counter, which is what penny stocks are. And if you have as little as $100,000 or even $10,000, you can basically all by yourself move that stock price because of what's called low liquidity and small market capitalizations, definitions for which are on the screen right now. And if you're just listening to this video and not actually watching it, then good talk and RIP. But the whale is back, and his name is Masayoshi Son. He's actually the CEO of SoftBank, and pro tip, it is one of the ways that you can invest into AI and robotics automation technology because they wholly own Boston Dynamics, which is the company whose videos I'm sure you've seen all over the internet of people abusing and pushing all these robots, which will inevitably someday become Terminators and launch Judgment Day for treating them like that. Now in September, nobody knew what was pushing up the stock market so much higher, especially in the tech sector, but lo and behold, Scooby Snacks, we unmasked the villain, and it turned out to be Mr. Masayoshi Son because he was buying call options for companies like Tesla, Google, Amazon, and a few others. And if you're not sure, by the way, call options are when you buy contracts betting that a specific stock will go up in price. But if you do this with enough money like Mr. Sun was, then you're gonna push up the prices even higher because it forces people to buy back in order to cover their positions, therefore increasing the price of the stock, creating an infinite positive feedback loop that just keeps on going. In fact, between April and September, doing this exact same strategy, he's thought to have pushed the Nasdaq index up as much as 60%. But here's the thing, it's easy to believe the narrative that tech stocks are gonna change the world about how we shop and our behavior, but the truth is clouded because it's no secret that millennials love tech stocks, they love Tesla and Apple, and I think right now tech is somewhat of a millennial money trap, and Mr. Sun is evidence of that right now. Because the truth is, I don't think the world has changed all that much. This is all temporary. Things will be the same again. We just grew too much too soon in relation to the unemployment rate. Because call me crazy, but I think unemployment has a lot more to do with the stock market and the economy than the election cycle. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy tech stocks right now. I'm just saying to be a little bit more careful. For that reason, I'm out. Just kidding. I'm still in, I'm just not buying more. So here's what I'm watching out for. I'm not saying you should do this is not financial advice, just sharing my thoughts. But I will be watching Monday, October 5th very closely. That is today, the time you're probably watching this video, all the way until Monday, October 12th, when the stock market reopens because Mr. Donald Trump's health could potentially get worse. I know it's unlikely at this point since he's out of the hospital, but in theory, it could still happen. And if it does, the stock market could drop by as much as 5 to 10% and even more. And if it does, the stock market is extremely quick to react to these sorts of things, faster even than my sleight of hand. Just kidding. No one's faster than my sleight of hand. You were good, kid, you were real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, eh? I need medical help. But more specifically, I'm just gonna be prepared inside of my brokerage and have some cash prepared in case everything falls. But the other time to really look close is 1 week before the election at the end of October, because historically, that's when we see the most amount of uncertainty and volatility, and we could see opportunities there. And if we do, personally, I don't have time to analyze each and every stock, so that's when I buy index funds, something like VTI or VOO when everything falls, and if I want to go the value route with dividends, I'll look into something like VYM, VIG, or SPHD. Not sure which one, but that's what I'll be looking into. But if you do have time, I think one of the most undervalued sectors out there right now is the financial sector, and that's of course your banks, and they are beat up 37% down year to date, and that's because interest rates are so low, banks are making a lot less money right now. But if you believe that there's going to be a vaccine and an eventual recovery, then maybe a year or two from now, banks could come back up, and in that case, there could be a lot of money to be made here. One of my favorite banks is actually Accenture, but the other two sectors that could potentially be undervalued right now is of course energy and real estate. And remember, going back as far as 1930s, in the last 87 years, if you missed out of the top 10 trading days of the stock market in the S&P 500, your money would have returned a 97%. Which is not bad, but when you compare it to 14,962%, it's pretty bad. And all you had to do was just leave your money in the stock market. So that's just something to consider if you were maybe wondering if you should pull out of the stock market and wait on the sidelines. But if you do want to be a risk taker, which is something I'm trying to be more of, then I think the price of gold is definitely going to go up in value after the election. And the second thing that'll go up in value is something I don't want to say out loud, but it just looks like this. It's a coin that is bit. And that's because of how much money the Federal Reserve is printing, and when you have an infinite amount of resources to buy a finite amount of stuff, this stuff's price is definitely going to go up in value as well. And the last date to watch out for is the middle of this week, because if you remember, on September 15th, the Problem Solvers Caucus, that's the group of 25 Democrats and 25 Republicans, came together and they proposed a bill that was called the March to Common Ground for $1.5 trillion, which included the direct payments of $1,200 stimulus checks to the American people. So that result had the two parties come together and hopefully agree on something, and that's what we'll find out hopefully sometime this midweek. So stay tuned, because if we get more stimulus money, that is more positive news for the stock market. So it's going to be a very interesting week for the stock market, so make sure you pay attention, and whatever you do, don't forget to watch my video called How to Start Investing with $0, because that video alone made people hundreds and thousands of dollars of money that the government owed to them that they had no idea about. It's called How to Start Investing with $0. I promise it's worth your time. And in the meantime, fund your account with Webull, $100. You'll get one free stock valued up to $1,600. Get your second free stock from Robinhood. Follow me on Instagram. I post from time to time. Join my free Discord group. You can send me stuff in my PO box. Not sure why you'd want to, but I would do an unboxing of it. And in the meantime, I will see you back here on Monday and Friday, sometimes a Wednesday. Love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Who was that? Oh, hey, Graham. It's gonna be a cool video.